Hello, is this working? I can't believe we're doing this. Hello everybody, my name is Ben. Welcome to Play Well Live. And this is a new thing we're trying, and I am the first guinea pig. And I don't know if I'm the right one. I don't even do Facebook, so I don't even really know what I'm doing. So please be patient with me. And this is a new thing for all of us. And I think what I want to do with you all today is just hang out a little bit. I want to talk about, let me see if I can see. Oh yeah, I got a comment. This is a weird thing. I think that everybody can comment, so I want to have people ask me questions. I want to talk a little bit about what I do and show you my wonderful shed here. Thank you, Jacob, for watching. I appreciate it. And I have a few little hints and tips. One is about Lego sorting, about the crazy task of sorting our Lego. And I have a fun little build if we get to it. If we want to hang out that long, we'll have to kind of see how it all goes. So, first of all, my name is Ben, and I've been with Playable for 10 years, and over 10 years, and I have been a teacher and a manager, and now I think I've got the best job in the world. And it's so fun to kind of tell people that I really do have my dream job. I get to work on making projects for our instructors across the country to build and share with thousands and thousands of kids. And I get to work on training wonderful new people to become new instructors. Oh my gosh, these comments are, oh, I love it. I love it. Hello to everybody. I love seeing these. I'm just going to stop and read everybody's little comments here. So thank you for everybody for tuning in. Before I get started, this is a really hard time for everybody. And I hope everybody is doing okay and is safe, and that your loved ones are being okay. Hi, Lily Rose. And I think that as hard as this time is, and everybody's kind of isolated and feeling alone, there's some nice parts about it, if I can say that. And I think part of what's nice about it is us all being alone in our homes. It's really for each other. So we're really trying to take care of each other by staying home and trying to control this crazy thing. And another thing that it does is it forces us to try new things. Hey, Paul. Hey, Rob. Hi, everybody. And so it forces us to try new things like this. And like I said, I don't even do Facebook. So here I am on Facebook Live. I'm really kind of jumping past the hurdles here. And we're trying possibly new classes online that you can do at home. And so there's something exciting about that. And plus, as hard as it is, I know for a lot of people to stay home, we get to be home with our families. We get to maybe have more time with our kids and our brothers and sisters and our families. And so try to enjoy those things. I think that's Asha. Hello. So here we are. So this is my office, if you can believe it. This is a big shed in my backyard, and this is all my Lego stuff. So I'm going to kind of first just show you around. I will try to keep track of everyone's comments. So if you have any questions about anything, shoot me a question. If you want to see something closer, I can show you something closer. And then as soon as we do a little bit of a tour, I want to show you a little bit about how I sort my Lego and kind of organize things. So here we go. Let me see if I can figure this out. Am I able to turn this around? Let me see. Oh, hello, Logan and Julia. Oh, hello, everybody. Now listen, if I miss someone's comment and I don't say hello to you because I am stumbling over something, then I'll find you later. So, all right, so here's everything. So I have we do some videos in here, and I've got a bunch of sorted Lego, and this looks cool, but it's also very functional. I've got all of my sorted Lego in these bins, and a lot of these little bins are organized kind of like how our Lego teaching kit is organized. So I know that whatever pieces I have in here, all of our instructors across the country have similar pieces, so that I know that what I build, they can build as well. So got a bunch of fun little things over here. We've got shelves with all kinds of cool models that I get to build and learn from, and a ton of books. Hello, everybody. Hello, Alex. Now, we've got up here, this is the kid zone. So this is a loft that I made over this is my work area, as you can tell. And if I go up here and climb this loft, this is where my kids can hang out and get everything crazy messy and build some stuff. Amma, hello! This is Amma's space, and Amma and Otto get to play up here. Now, here's a little secret. If you can see this hole in the wall right here, my ultimate goal is to put a train that is going to go around this whole shed, around this whole shed, and then I need to bust through here to make another tunnel. It's going to run outside and then back through the tunnel. So that is, I'm just waiting for my kids to really get into trains, and then we're gonna hit that one. So let me see what else I can show you. We've got over here a lot of my minifigures. I am a total Harry Potter fan, so we got Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings people and Star Wars and the whole deal. Yes, Rob, exactly like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Let me see. Down here I've got some. I love basketball. That's another thing. And I do have to give a shout out to my Playwell basketball team. If you climb up here, way back over here, if you can see, trophy is one of the treats. We have probably the coolest staff in the world. We have the most wonderful, kind, loving, fun people. And when we have our retreats, we actually play basketball tournaments. And we actually won one of these tournaments, which we're very proud of. So I have my trophy hiding way up there as well. So, I don't know. I don't know if there's anything else to really show in here. I've got a painting that one of my old students gave me. And if you can see here, these things are actually, if you can believe it, I used to do hula. And I actually danced in a hula competition, if you can believe it. My family is from Hawaii, and my kids have studied hula. And so I have some of my lei from that hula competition that I competed in. And we actually won second place, which is pretty cool. So, the Lego clock is something that I built. We used to have a Lego center in Ventura, and that Lego clock was hanging on the wall. So, a lot of fun, cool stuff. So, I don't know. I'm going to show you one of my favorite projects. Hold on. All right. So I still have these from the center, and I don't know if any of my students are out there, but I don't think I'm going to do hula for you right now. Not right now. But this is one of my favorite projects, if you can believe it. This is a project that I did for when I did a history class with Lego for a bunch of kids years ago. And it symbolizes the Trail of Tears. And if you can imagine a ton of these for all of the Native Americans that died in the Trail of Tears, we did this as kind of a memorial, like a meditative memorial for the kids. And it was ironically such a simple project, just to grasp the amount of people that passed away on that horrible event. And, you know, it was one of my students' favorite projects ever. And it was just a bunch of bricks on some plates. So I have a bunch of these still up here. So let's talk about some Lego sorting. So what I want to do right now is show you, everybody's Lego looks kind of like this. Okay. It's just a bunch of mixed up crazy pieces. And of course, everybody's is a little different. Now, my strong opinion with sorting Lego, why do we do that? And I think you can kind of comment if you want to, but why do you think it's important and maybe even fun to sort your Lego so that it doesn't just look like that? For me, at least, when I'm doing a lot of building, if I have just this big old bin of all kind of crazy mixed up pieces, it's very hard to find what I need. And in terms of how to sort, there's a million of different strategies, and it has to fit for you, and it has to make sense for the Lego that you have. And so the biggest thing is that the kids take ownership over how they organize their things, because there's millions of ways to do this. And so what I have some, let me read Mike's comment. Yes, it also helps you build along with us in the future. Thank you, Mike Spee, who will be doing our live video tomorrow. So yes, it's very good. It's easier to find what we need, and that's huge. And so what I like to do is I have a few categories that I like to do that I'll share with you, and then maybe you have some of these similar Legos too. So first of all, bricks. Okay, bricks is anything that is this height. Okay, and I have a whole bin of bricks all mixed up. Then I have my plates. And plates, we call plates, are all these pieces that are flat. And they could be really big ones like this. They could be skinny ones like this. So I kind of sort my bricks and my plates. Now it starts getting weird. Now what I like to do is I like to find my any kind of modified bricks, which basically means any brick that it's still this tall, but there's something different about it. Maybe it has a little pin sticking out. Maybe it's got a clip to it like this. So it's still a brick, it's that same height, but it's a little bit different. So that's what I do. I see some people talking about color. If you want to organize by color, you can go for it. Typically when I build, I like to organize by function, by kind of pieces. And then if you have enough Lego that you then want to go ahead and sort by color, go for it. So again, we've got our bricks and our weird bricks, and then I've got my plates, and then I also have weird plates. And my weird plates are basically any plate that has an attachment to it, or, you know, a weird shape that's not a rectangle, things like that. Then I have all my kind of slopes and rounded pieces. And so I've got, you know, arches and all kinds of slopes. And then I have some funky little people-y bits that are just like, you know, people things and tools and things that might, you know, people might deal with, little crates and things like that. And then I have all my Technic stuff. And Technic are the, you know, the pieces that kind of snap together to make machines. Those of you who have done our classes know about that. And then I have just a big catch-all bin of all other stuff, a really big thing that doesn't fit. Now I just find that as I sort my Lego, if I get one bin that's getting too big or too full, then I say, okay, well, how can I sort that into two? What would make sense? And then I'll say, okay, well, maybe I'll put this size in this pile and this size in this pile. But it's just kind of a fun game. And as you get going, then you can get to a point where we have drawers like this, where you've got, oh my goodness, we've got all the little pieces, and this is kind of by kind. And this is only if you have enough to have this make sense. And yes, the Lego clock works, but I turned it off because it ticks really loud and it kind of bothers me. It makes me, you know, very aware of the time, and I don't like it. So I turned it off. Now, so we've got, again, from this stage where you can imagine I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, kind of 8 categories of sorting. From there, if you want to, you can go further. If you go further, these things are great. You can get these they're made to, you know, hold hardware and screws and nails and things like that. And these are really cool. These little things here are basically baseball card holders. And so what I do with a baseball card holder is I ordered a bunch of these, and then you can take off the top and bottom, and you can use both of these as little containers. And then these can go in a shelf or like a drawer like I have, or on a, you know, however you want. So these are also really good for organizing little things if you want to do that. And then the last thing is I have, you know, these kind of flats that have little categories as well. So it is organization overload. It is. It's a lot. But my suggestion is don't try to get to this on one jump or you will go crazy. My suggestion is limit yourself to maybe 6 to 8 different big categories. And you can make them up. You can name them. You can do anything you want depending on what Lego you have. And just get them in piles of 6 to 8. And then once that is taken care of, then you can kind of go finer as you need to. Again, parents out there, if your kids, yes, fishing tackle boxes are great. Parents out there, if the kids don't take ownership of it, it won't work. It won't last, most likely. So I've had a lot of parents. Hi, Dana. Dana is one of our amazing Play Well people and trainers. So it's so good to see you, or not see you, see your words. But I think I've heard a lot of parents who say that they spent a lot of time sorting their kids' Lego, and then right away the kids build one thing and it's done, and they can't build anything, and it all mixed up again. So if the kids take ownership of it and they can name their piles, then it might last. So we'll see. All right, we're gonna do a little building. I don't know how long. All right, we'll go for a few more minutes, and I'm gonna give you all just a little building right now, okay? So if anybody has any questions, then I'll see if I can catch it. So, building. I thought I wanted to be inspired by hugs because we're all alone right now, and I feel like everybody needs some more hugs. And I'm like, how can I make Lego hugs? So I was kind of thinking about that, and then I was thinking about the Lego Masters show. And I think it was the last episode with Bridges, and it is about, they called it Lego locking, but it's basically putting Lego together so that it basically hugs another stack of Lego. So let me explain what I mean by that. So for example, I think in the bridge challenge, someone started making a bridge, like a Corbelled arch bridge, which is basically a bridge that kind of steps its way out like this to support something on top like that, okay? And if something is pushing down here, what's happening is it wants to kind of pop up like this. So the strength of a Lego stack like this is the strength of your connection, the strength of your studs on hooking to another Lego, which is pretty strong unless you have very old Lego. Those of us in Play Well know if you've got a brick bin that's been around for some years, you get some Lego that you put it on, it doesn't stick at all. So you are relying on that studded connection. But what I think it was Tyler and Amy's team, if those of you who have watched the Lego Masters show, they did Lego locking. So this is where the Lego hug comes in. So what they did is they used bricks that have studs on the side like this, and you can put a brick like this with studs on the side and another one. And if you do that, then you can take any other Lego plate and you can lock it together like this. Now, if I'm gonna try to separate these like this, I have to basically break this plastic in order to break the thing. So this is tying it together. There's my hug right there, holding everything together really, really strong. Now the trick is you've got to have the right spacing. So if you just have, and some of you might have these bricks at home, they come in different sizes with studs on the side. If you have these bricks and you just put two together like this and you try to stick something on the side, it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. So there's a few spacings that I want to teach you today, and then maybe you can try these things at home. And some of you might know this, but let's try it. So the first one is 2 plates. If you put 2 plates in between these bricks with studs on the side, then any other Lego can stick on like this and your hug is complete. Okay? But that 2 plate space works really well. It also works with Technic Lego, the same thing. If you have these beams with a pin in there and you put 2 plates in between, then you can snap on a Technic Lego like this and it locks everything together. And similarly, if you try it by just putting beam on beam and think, oh, this is great, I'm going to do this and I'm going to put these 2 things on here like this and snap something on, the spacing is not going to work. Okay, so that 2 plate spacing is big. If you don't have a lot of plates, another option is what I showed you right here on the bridge is 4 bricks. So 4 bricks works the same. So if you can get studs on the side and then have 4 bricks in between and another brick with studs on the side, then that will also be the correct proportion so that you can lock it together with any Lego that can reach that far, if that makes sense. And then, again, the same thing works with Technic bricks. So if you have 4 bricks in between, and then your beams with the pins on them like this, the same thing will work like this. And you can lock any Technic beam like that. And then you've got your strength, which is pretty cool. So, I don't know. That's kind of it. I started developing a project using that. Hey, Sarah! Oh my gosh, it's so good to see everybody. My goodness. I wish I could see everybody. This is such a weird time because I feel like I'm with people, but I'm sitting alone with a weird electronic machine in front of me. But one idea that you can do that I actually kind of came up with a little project for is taking this. One of the projects in Lego Masters that I loved was the cut in half challenge, where they took actual things, cut it in half, stuck like studs on the side, and then you could creatively build the other half of that thing. So I was like, okay, well, if you take something like this, you could build something around it. Like this is a half of a fire hydrant, and this is a half of a house, and this is half of a tree, and each one of those inside has these kind of that same formation, so that you can actually stick a big plate on the side of it. And then you could then work, do you know what this is called, this technique? When the studs are on the side, it's called snot. S-N-O-T, studs not on top. So you could do some snot modeling and build off on the side like this if you've never done that before, and kind of create the other half of a model. So I would like to see if you could come up with some cool stuff with maybe some Lego hugs and make your bridges stronger, or maybe build using snot modeling, build kind of in a different direction, and see what you can come up with. So I think that I wrote it on my hand so I wouldn't forget. I don't really know how to do hashtags, but I think if you make pictures of your things and you do videos of them, if you share them with hashtag #PlayAtHome, and our Playwell people will help share the correct tag, I think Playwell at home is what we're going to use, then we'll all be able to kind of see what we can build and come up with. So, thank you for hanging out, everybody. I think I'm going to sign off for now. I say goodbye to everybody, and I think we're going to keep trying to do this every day. So I believe Mike Spee is going to be doing this tomorrow, so we'll all be on cheering on Mike and seeing what he's got for us, and chances are I will be back. What is the structure with yellow beams behind me? I don't know. Am I missing it? This thing over here? This thing is really cool. This is an old toy that you can turn like this. It's like one of these old toys that's like a kind of a crazy bug. And I remember I was in Playwell Marin, which is our center up in Marin, and I saw a model of this, and I wanted to build one so badly, and I had about maybe 45 minutes before I had to go home, and they said, if you can find all the pieces and build it, you can build your own version, and I think I was able to do it, so it's pretty cool. So thank you all. Have a wonderful day. Please stay safe, and we'll keep finding ways that we can be together and help each other out. And much love to everybody. All right, take care. Have a wonderful day. I'm gonna see if I can stop this thing.